God. When God was finding a spouse for a man, meaning when God wanted to give Adam a wife, God said, I will give you a suitable helper. Before then, God said, it is not good for a man to be alone, and I will give him a suitable helper. Meaning that both man and a woman, when it comes to marriage, you all need help. Now, when you talk of a helper, it means that someone is in need of help, and therefore someone who is helpful must come in to give a help. So for God to say one needs help, it means that the person does not have it all. As human as we are, no one has it all. We have some kind of lapses, shortfalls, deficit. And therefore, when anyone is getting into marriage, the person must know that his partner or her partner has certain shortfalls, and therefore he is going in as a helper to help the person to become complete. You see, as a matter of fact, every person, irrespective of his intelligence or how smart the person is, every person has certain amount of deficit, perhaps 20 less or above. No matter how good intelligence, very good the person may be, he has certain shortfalls, and therefore each and everyone needs a helper. So in marriage, whoever is going into marital union, first of all, must have in mind that God has given him an assignment to accomplish. It means that your partner, be it your wife or your husband, has certain shortfalls, and it is your responsibility as a helper to help. You are not just a helper, but a suitable helper. It means that you have certain qualities to meet the person's challenges so that you can make that person complete and your marriage will be successful. You see, sometimes people get into marriage and then they start complaining, nagging, lamenting. Hey, let me tell you something. Helpers do not always judge. Helpers do not always condemn. Helpers do not always lament. Helpers do not always blame people they are helping. If you are in to help me, you must confront my challenges and help me to come out of my challenges. So when it comes to marriage, it is the responsibility of a wife or a husband to see himself or herself as a suitable helper to the wife or to the man. And therefore, whatever mistakes or whatever shortfall, whatever lapses that takes place in the marital union on behalf of your partner, it becomes my responsibility and that of my wife to help me out. And for that matter, whoever is going into matrimonial union as a helper must not come in with some kind of, deficit or a liability or empty-headed. The person must come into the marital union with some kind of intelligence. The person might be tolerant, he might be lovely, he might be romantic, he might be patient, able to endure, he might be courageous, he might be appreciating, he might be, entertaining, he must give me affection. With the ability to, help me comes from you. And it is my ability to help my wife. So if I come in with the mind and the determination to help you, nothing, short all of you to force me to stay out of the marital union. Sometimes people go into marriage and very soon they quit. They think that the person is too much. They can't manage. They can't handle. These things happens all because the individual who is described as a suitable helper does not understand his or her role. If you are a helper, you don't run away from your challenges. If you are a suitable helper, you will become determined, committed, selfless, and sacrificial, so that when a man is not good in terms of moral, it becomes the responsibility of the wife to help him out. In the same way, when a woman is not better in terms of morals or keeping the home, it becomes the responsibility of the man to help her out, so that at the end of the day, either the man or the woman may be able to say that, I thank God for my wife, I thank God for my husband. I had this shortfalls, I had this, deficit, but the presence of this woman or the presence of this man in my life has made me whole. That is what is expected of you as a suitable helper. And let me tell you something. At times, you may need to be a counselor. It's true. So that you give perpetual counseling to help your partner overcome certain mistakes in life. At times, you must be courageous to stand by him. That when everyone is discouraged, everyone decided to leave him alone or her alone, you will be the last giant standing on behalf of your partner till he or she wins the battle. But at times, you must be a breadwinner, that when the man is not financially sound, you take the role as a suitable partner and a wife and help him out. At times, the man must be a babysitter, that when the woman is totally occupied, you take care of the home. You see, but if I may put it in quote, but the fact that you're a suitable partner does not mean that you become, careless. You become, adamant, thinking that, oh, it is the role of my wife, it's the role of my husband to keep on helping me. No, you are a suitable helper to me, and I am a suitable helper to you. So when we are helping as a helper, and she is also helping as a helper, the marriage becomes successful. But sometimes you may need to give God a helping role in the matrimonial union. Sometimes you may not have it all. Sometimes you may do your best and your best may not be working. But allow God, the mighty helper, to come into the marriage and help you. Stay blessed. Here, meet me on this same platform and we shall be blessed.